LeetCode question 226. Invert binary tree. So given the root of a binary tree, invert the tree and return its root. So in the first example, we have 4 as the root, we have 2 as the left child, 7 as the right child. Those have been inverted, and also the subtree of 7, 6 and 9 has been inverted, and the subtree of 2, 1 and 3 has also been inverted. So let's discuss a way of solving this problem. So we have our binary tree here, and we want to flip these values. Now, before we get into any kind of recursive calls in order to reverse every single node within the tree, let's first take a small subsection of this tree and work out how to solve that. With this subsection here, how would we flip these values? How would we flip root left and root right? Well, with JavaScript, you can just define root left and root right like so, put it in an array, and then just switch the values. And that in itself will give us the result of 4, 7, and 2. So we have inverted that subsection of this binary tree. So now what do we need to do? Well, we need to recurse down and invert these subtrees now. So let's take the right, for example. How would we recursively go down the right side and invert its children? We'd call the recursive function on root.right. And if that's the case, we'd call the recursive function on root.left as well to invert where the root is equal to the left. So if we recursively called the right, we'd get 7, 9 and 6. We recursively call the left, we'd get 3 and 1. Because at each recursive call you're adding onto the stack, you're changing up the root value to either the left or right child, and then you're repeating this process. Now there's one last thing with recursion that you need a base case that will allow you to hop out of the recursive call. And in this question, say we have the root as undefined. So here in example 3, there is nothing within the root, so we can just return an empty array, and that is our base case. So if root is undefined, just return an empty array. So let's code this out. Let's invert just the left and right child to begin with, like we did in the example. So it'd be root.right, root.left. Then let's add the recursive call to invert root.right and to invert root.left. Let's make sure we spell it right. And then let's add a base case. So if root is available, and finally we can just return root. Let's give this a go. Okay, let's submit it. And there you have it.